Good morning. We're working on our COVID-19 time capsule today, and we are on the page that's entitled My Community. And I had this up earlier, but I also had my address on here. And so Miss Gonzalez, Charlotte's mom, texted me and said, hey, you might want to take that down. And I thought, yeah, I forget that it's not just you guys. It could be anybody. So thank you, Miss Gonzalez. And now we're going to do it again. Maybe nobody watched it, so hope that's what happened. Anyhow, so when you're talking about your community, typically you're talking about where you live, the town you live in, or sometimes it talks about, like we talk about our church community, or we talk about the people who live within our homes, our classroom community, something like this. But today we're going to be talking about kind of more where we live. The first part of the page says, color this house like your own house. But that's kind of hard because I know not everybody's house is shaped that way. If you want to add on and have an upper story, that's fine. But just kind of make it how you think your house looks. And then underneath it, it says, where I am living during this time. And you write your address right there. And I did that earlier, and then Miss Gonzalez told me, so I hurried and covered it up and started again. I colored the earth. You don't have to, but I did because I think it looks better. And then the next question says, what things are you doing to help feel connected or have fun outside? And then this little E.G, that's another way of saying, for example, hearts and windows or chalk notes on the sidewalk. And then this little ETC means etc. So there's lots of other ways that you could be feeling connected or going outside and having fun. Lots of kids in our class are going outside and having fun swimming. I can't believe when I see you guys swimming already. It looks really cold to me. So I stuck my foot in my swimming pool and I thought, I'm not ready for that yet. One of the things I do is I go for a walk every night with a friend. My friend has 3 dogs, and they're big dogs and they need to get out and move. And my old dog doesn't like to walk anymore because, well, he's old and kind of just a little bit lazy. So he goes on a short walk in our neighborhood, and then I go for a long walk with my friend, even though I make sure that we stay 6 feet apart the whole walk. Also, I like to go for bike rides. I go for bike rides with my husband around our neighborhood, and then my daughter has a bike that her grandkids could sit in the back of, kind of like there's a giant bucket on the back of her bike. I'll have to take a picture and show you guys. But so we do that too, we go for rides. And we just make sure we stay far apart so it's not a big deal. And then it says, how are you connecting with others? One of the things I do is go on social media, but I might have to stop because people are super grouchy on social media right now. I text with my family. My dad lives really far away and he lives by himself and he's older. He's in his 80s, and so I want to make sure he's safe every day, and so I talk to him by text every night. We text each other just before he goes to bed. He lives back east, so the time's different. I FaceTime with friends and family. And then another thing I do is dropping off and picking up my students' work. I love when I get to see you guys through the windows or far away from your doors. It's very nice. And I could have wrote down going to Isabella's drive-by birthday. That would have worked too. All those types of things are ways that we're connecting with others now when things are different. I used markers on my page, but I made sure that I had a piece of paper in the back. I'm going to put it really fast so that it doesn't go through to my next page in the book. So please make sure that you are careful with your markers and your pens, and we'll call this a day. Bye-bye.